The amount of times I've tried to record this video in a 1 minute short, you would not believe me. I think because I'm trying to ram it in and watch the time go to like how long I've got left, it just makes me feel pressured, overwhelmed. So I thought, okay, let's just do a video on it. So if I've got to learn a monologue, I've not really had to learn scripts as such for such a long time, so I can't really give my advice on scripts really, but I assume I'd do the same thing. I'm not sure. But with a monologue, basically I will write the whole monologue out and then I will read that monologue into my phone, and then I would write the first line of the monologue. I will cover that, say it out loud, check if I've got it right, and then I'll keep repeating that until I've memorized that first line. Once I'm confident I've done that, I'll then move to the second line, write it down, do that same process, and then I'll just keep incorporating the next line, the next line, the next line to what I have memorized, to eventually I usually remember the whole monologue. If I've got to that point, I will also then probably rewrite the monologue without looking at the monologue that's been written down, and then I'll compare to see if there's any words or sentences, anything that I've been missing. If there is something I've been missing, then I will something I've missed. See, this is what's going on as well. I'm wording everything so wafticated. I know it's not a word, but I like to create my own words. All words were created from somewhere, so why can't I create my own? Anyway, that's another topic. So I'll see if I've missed anything out, and then I'll just keep going over that bit, maybe focus on that a bit more. And then again, I might even, after a while of keep repeating, try and write the whole monologue again without looking. If I'm happy that they match up, perfect. Also, I will listen to the recording of the monologue on loop. And when I record it, I do it with no emotion whatsoever. And I'll just keep listening to that as and when I'm doing like house tasks or just sitting, commuting, whatever that is. I'll just listen to it, especially before bed. I'll listen to it a few times and read the full monologue a few times. Even if I've memorized it by this point, I'll still keep doing that. And if I need to memorize it quite quickly, I'll have that playing on loop while I sleep as well. What else do I also do? It's just basically that. Just keep repeatedly listen to it, reading it. Even when I'm confident I've learnt it all, I'll still just keep saying it in my head. Like maybe not look at it or listen to it, but I'll keep going over it in my head, potentially in different voices, different accents. Just be silly and playful with it. And then I will knuckle down once I'm comfortable and confident that I've memorised it all. I'll focus on where I'm now doing my breaths, like my pauses, any actions, any emotions, the story behind it, my intention behind the monologue. Like, what am I trying to get out? What is my character trying to say in this monologue? Like, what's going on? I'll create a story for the character as well. What are they, how do they want to be received? What's the message they're trying to get out? And just really like pick and go deeper with it, so then the emotions and that come more naturally and I can just get into it because I've got in that mind frame. I've created that story for my character, I've created the meaning behind this monologue. Yeah, and I find that really helps. I know that's gone off of memorizing, like how I learn. I don't know, it might help someone. And then I'll just try different ways of acting it out, I guess, and I might even record myself and watch myself back, see what works, what doesn't work. And yeah, that's it really. That's what I do. Not that's it, it's still quite intense. No, it's not intense. I don't know. Just don't want to say like that's it because I don't want to put myself down too much because I keep doing that a lot. Oh my God, see what I mean? I just go off on tangent. But yeah, that's what I do. Write it, read it, repeat it, listen, 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 listen. Potentially have it in other areas of the home as well and just read it again. Just keep reciting it. Just keep repeating, repeating. Please leave me a comment on what you do to help you learn your script lines or your monologues, because I reckon we all have different ways. But yeah, it helps me just reading it over and over again, doing one line at a time, listen to the recording over and over, writing it quite a few times, and just that repetition. That's what works for me. And it seems to work, especially when I come to perform the monologue in auditions and that. I've been quite okay remember it. There has been a couple of times where I might have just forgot a word, but because of the repetition, I've been able to quickly remember it. And a lot of the time, the people judging you or whatever you want to audition panel, what are they called? Anyway, they don't normally notice if you make an error because they might not necessarily know the monologue word by word. So if you can just keep your cool in that moment and just blag it, because even when we're speaking as humans, as I'm doing right now, I'm not getting it word by word. I'm stumbling over my words. It's human. So in your audition and you're acting a character, that character is also a make-believe human. They're not going to have it perfect, but yeah. I hope that helps. And just remember, be kind to yourself. Stay calm. And I'm grateful that I'm actually recording this video, because I actually might not know. Still upload it. Oh my God, it's 7 minutes long. Oh God, is anyone going to even want to hear all this? You're here to listen to my tips for memorising a monologue, how I do it. And then here I'm waffling on. I need some friends, I think. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you are watching this because you've got a monologue coming up or an audition, whatever that is, good luck. Believe in yourself. You've got this.